Hey there, thinkers! Welcome back to Critical Hit. My name is Est. And so everyone is losing their minds over BioWare's next Mass Effect game. And well, apparently, we all just love hyping up something we don't actually get our hands on for what feels like a million years. And let's face it, Mass Effect 5 is so far off, the Reapers will probably return before it hits our shelves. Maybe, just maybe, you'll get a flashy little teaser trailer by November 2025, assuming BioWare doesn't trip over themselves again. But anything beyond that, forget about it. Now, that said, we all know the internet. Speculation and leaks are the lifeblood to gaming chatter. So why wait for actual news when you can just dive into wild theories, out of context screenshots, and insider sources on Reddit? It doesn't matter if the game's barely crawling through pre-production. Fans will still analyze every cryptic tweet like it's a message from the Protheans themselves. And you know the leaks are coming, like the half-baked details, unverified gameplay clips, and maybe even a couple of fake storylines to stir the pot. So hold on to your panties because the hype train has left the station, even if the game itself hasn't. However, I have a few things to say here, but before I do, we have a small request. If you are new here, consider hitting the subscribe button, smashing that like, and ring the bell to be notified for our next video. We would greatly appreciate this, since this will help us appease those YouTube algorithm gods. So we thank you. Now, let me give you our thoughts on this, and let's get into this article from Fanbase. So, the rumor mill is at it again, this time cranking out some juicy tidbits about Mass Effect 5. The supposed leaks are popping up not just on Fandom Pulse because, why settle for one source of chaos, but also on Reddit, the internet's favorite hub for unverified insider scoops and wild speculation, because apparently someone out there just couldn't keep their mouth shut and decided to, spill the beans about the game. And guess what? It doesn't sound like the game is going to shape up to be the triumphant return fans were hoping for. But before you start writing angry tweets or ceremonially burning your Shepard merch, let's all take a deep breath. This is still in the rumor category, so aka the land of half-truths, wishful thinking, and outright nonsense. So for now, let's just keep our doubt in our back pocket and let's wait to see if BioWare actually decides to confirm or deny anything, because it's not like they've had any issues with leaks before. Now, according to the latest Mass Effect 5 leak, BioWare is pushing boundaries like never before, introducing a pronoun selector in the character creator. Yes, you heard that right. While we once rallied to fight off existential threats like the Reapers, now it seems like the galaxy's fate rests on ensuring everyone's preferred pronouns gets properly displayed in the dialogue. Admiral Hackett is probably pacing the war room as we speak, barking orders to mobilize the fleets. I can just imagine the scene at the Alliance Command. Forget the Krogan rebels and the Geth uprising. We've got something truly revolutionary here, pronouns. Meanwhile, Shepard's probably off somewhere wondering if galactic peace was really worth all the effort. But you know what? Who needs intricate storytelling or universe-altering choices when we've got the hottest feature in character customization history heading our way? Truly, the galaxy will never be the same. Now, let's talk about this revolutionary new feature that is apparently the backbone of all gaming innovation, the almighty pronoun selector. Yes, because when I think groundbreaking strides in gaming, we're not talking about immersive worlds, compelling narratives, or cutting-edge mechanics. No. It's the ability to pick between he, she, or they. Truly a marvel of modern design. And let's be honest here. It's not even about making games better or appealing to a wider audience. No. It's about one thing and one thing only. I kid you not, trolling. These activists don't care about creating amazing experiences. They just want to stick it to the chuds. Oh, you wanted an RPG with deep, meaningful character creation? Too bad. Here's your pronoun selector. Now sit down and be grateful. It's like they all collectively decided, what will sell this game? Not quality, not gameplay, just the satisfaction of getting a chunk of the fanbase upset. Because clearly, alienating players is a winning business strategy. But you know what? As long as it causes some X meltdowns and gets those sweet, sweet outrage clicks, mission accomplished, right? Because who cares about actually selling games when trolling the wrong people is way more fun? What a shocker. Like, BioWare might be doubling down on Mass Effect 5's progressive angle with a totally revolutionary, never before seen feature of pronoun selection. Truly, this is the innovation the gaming industry has been clamoring for, because the rumor mill comes courtesy of the Reddit user with the ultra reliable name Reddit API Blackout24, who apparently thought the Kotaku in Action subreddit was the perfect place to drop this earth-shattering news. The moderators wasted no time removing the post, and honestly, can you blame them? I mean, at this point, it's almost like BioWare is less concerned about making great games and more about making headlines. But you know what? Maybe focusing on pronouns will fix the bugs, the pacing, and the storytelling issues that plagued their last few titles, because that's definitely how the game development works, right? I mean, come on. If you're planning to leak something, for the love of everything, do not take it to Reddit. Seriously, what were you even thinking? Instead, find yourself a YouTuber you actually trust and hand them the goods. Reddit is just going to suppress it, delete it, and bend over backwards to protect the industry like the loyal watchdogs they are. I mean, like, that's their whole shtick. Apparently, during their last week's all-hands meeting, the devs were told to hit pause on anything that might even smell vaguely woke or political, and save it for future patches. Meanwhile, the QA team has been promoted to the role of woke police, sniffing out and flagging anything that might upset the internet mobs, so it can be fixed. The grand plan is to ship the game squeaky clean, and then quietly sneak in the woke stuff later through the patches. Sneaky, right? Like, he wrapped it up with, "I fear it might even be industry-wide. They wouldn't be issuing this so early otherwise, so tread carefully. That's all." I mean, who hasn't been saying this forever? They're not gonna stop, so don't kid yourself. If you actually believe that these activists are just gonna pack up and call it a day because somebody told them to, you're delulu. Like, let's get real here. Like, these people live for this. Stopping isn't even in their vocabulary. What they will do, though, is pull a bait and switch. You've probably noticed it already. Games that start off fine, and then boom, there comes a patch, and then with all the nonsense you didn't ask for before. And yeah, that's their new thing. Like, Mass Effect is probably going to be the same recycled nonsense. They're going to drop the game all shiny and polished, and then sit back while they release patch after patch, update after update, and a DLC full of whatever they feel like tossing in. And who knows, by the time that we're all stuck with it, like Commander Shepard, if they even bother with him, they will probably have some trans scars just to check off a box. Honestly, this is exactly the kind of nonsense that we're dealing with. And it's just pathetic. Seriously, the fact that they can just pull this off and get away with it, sure, it's all rumors, but I wouldn't be shocked if they tried. And of course, the leaker claims that the word woke was never mentioned, but instead, it's all about inclusive content. Yes, right, because of course, they wouldn't use the word woke now, would they? It's not like it has any negative baggage attached to it these days, because maybe they tossed in that term around a few years ago, like hashtag stay woke and all that, but now, no, too risky. So they're going with the terms inclusive or inclusivity. Like, I mean, what a wild, edgy choice. It's not like this was totally predictable or anything, because get this, the leaker had the audacity to drop the earth-shattering news that the current build includes a pronoun selection. Because, oh my gosh, can you imagine the shockwaves this is sending through the community? Because apparently this is what everyone's been waiting for, right? Seriously, a pronoun selection, you say? Hold on while I pick my jaw up the floor. Seriously though, is anyone actually shocked by this? Anyone at all? Because for me, it's just another Wednesday in the world of modern gaming. I mean, Mass Effect 5 rolling out a pronoun selection after Dragon Age the Veilguard literally gave us a character whose entire storyline revolved around being trans and figuring out their gender identity. I mean, wow. What groundbreaking stuff. Really pushing the boundaries of storytelling and originality, huh? How could we have ever possibly seen this coming? And now they are really leaning to subtlety here, aren't they? According to the leak, we can expect to see decals and skins that proudly support LGBTQ flags, just with the most genius twist. They'll be hiding in plain sight under names like Bubblegum Patch. I mean, like, how clever. I mean, who wouldn't want to confuse that for something totally innocent, like a pastel colored accessory instead of, oh, I don't know, a flag representing an entire community? Genius strategy. Like, no one will notice a thing. I mean, of course, this is their way of trying to dodge the labels currently circulating on YouTube. They think a name like Bubblegum Patch is going to make everyone forget it's a trans flag. I mean, like, nice try. Gamers are not that gullible. It's like they're calling a rose Bubblegum Blossom and pretending it's not a rose. Sure, whatever you say, but some things are just too obvious, even with the most creative rebranding efforts. Honestly, some of you really need to wake up and realize that they're going to sneak in their agenda into everything, no matter how they have to do it. It's not just a casual add-on, it's their religion, their cult, their holy mission to shove their ideology down at your throat. There's no way in hell they're not going to try to mold everything to fit their narrative. They've already decided what you should think, and they're more than happy to manipulate you into believing it, whether you like it or not. If you're walking into Mass Effect thinking it'll be pure and untouched, be prepared to be let down, big time. However, those are my thoughts on Mass Effect 5. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And hey, before you go, subscribe to our channel, smash that like button, and ring the bell to be notified for our next video. As always, this is Est, and I'm signing off now. So I'll see you in the next one. Toodles!